and they were focused. Dallas needs to do the same thing on Sunday. They need to be all business. Just ask Micah Parsons. A lot on the line against the Commanders, and they need to capitalize if they want to make their playoff road smooth. A road many are saying is their best opportunity in Dak's tenure. So the 1 seed in the NFC has already been clinched by the Niners. However, the 2 seed still up for grabs, with the Cowboys needing a win versus the Commanders to both win the NFC East and clinch the top 2 seed in the conference. Look what the cat dragged in. Marcus Spears in studio. I mean, how lucky am I? I get both these here.
I'm so glad to be here. I haven't seen y'all.
What's up, big boy?
I've been seeing y'all through a screen. Yeah. First of all, Stephen A., let me address the elephant in the room.
Yes, sir.
What is on Molly's wrist? Because I can't look over there no more. My eyes.
On my wrist?
Yeah.
This is just like a little Rolex. It's not even like a big time one. What? It's just like a basic Rolex.
Can I ask you a question? Of all the time she's gotten on me, have you ever heard me say little Rolex?
Little Rolex.
No,
little
it's just like
a little Rolex.
No. Oh,
what
wow.
What the other one look like?
No, I'm just saying it's just like a little two-tone.
I looked over there and I was like, oh,
not
okay.
Like extra.
Some of us are more humble than others.
Oh my God! Would you stop? I pride myself.
You could go
on
and slide
humble.
that chair straight out the window with that foolishness.
Did you hear what I just said? I pride myself on being humble. See that right, and then self is all wrong.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it, guys. Swaggo. Mm-hmm. Seriously, try to be objective. Former Cowboy that lives
I'm always
in Dallas.
objective.
No, but like really try.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do your Dallas Cowboys have a favorable path? Would you say it's fair to say a favorable path to the Super Bowl right now?
To the NFC Championship, they do. Super Bowl got to go through San Francisco, and we all can, we can lament about it. And look, for you to say, yes, because that's the one game where we all think that it ends for the Dallas Cowboys. If they get 2 games at home, we talked about how good they've been at home, and then you go on the road to San Francisco, and it works against everything you've been all season long. On the road against the best team in the NFC.
They'll get stomped.
No, I don't think they get stomped.
Really?
Right? Because that's like they haven't got stomped by the 49. Now the games and the score has been different. Last year you would have thought Dallas lost by 30, the way people left the game talking about San Francisco. I think this is their best pass because, one, Philly had fell off a cliff, and you get to play at home. And we can't dismiss what we've been seeing from this team all season long when they play in Dallas.
I don't disagree with that. I mean, I'm going to be objective and fair here. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys, as far as I'm concerned, outside of the San Francisco 49ers, who is it that they shouldn't beat?
Right.
Forget can or can't beat. Who shouldn't they beat? The way the Philadelphia Eagles have played, I can make an argument the Detroit Lions, because you know how I feel, they got robbed. They should have won that game. We understand that. But the bottom line is in Dallas, because that game would probably be in Dallas. It would be in Dallas. You should be able to beat Detroit. You should be able to beat Tampa Bay. You should be able to beat even the Los Angeles Rams, who I think is a sleeper threat. I'm not sleeping on the Los Angeles Rams by any stretch of the imagination. So I would tell you that the Dallas Cowboys have a favorable path, but it's important for me to point out some certain stats. It is important.
You have turned into a real statistician lately.
It has.
You're really just educating folks.
Well, listen, I do my homework, because listen, I am taught the game by aficionados all over this network. They teach me basketball. That's different. I ain't worried about that. But football, these brothers teach me every day. So I got to have my information. Okay. And when they make these proclamations, somebody has to check them from time to time. Okay. Dallas Cowboys, since 1995. They won 54% of their regular season games, ranked 11th in the NFL. But in the playoffs, that dips to 29.4%, which ranks 29th in the NFL. Only Miami, Washington, and Detroit have a worse playoff record than the Dallas Cowboys since 1995. So what that says is that, once the playoffs arrive, they tend to wet the bed.
That's a fact.
And we, until we see otherwise, we have to take that into consideration. Again, Dak Prescott, I believe, right now, is the best quarterback in the NFC. You could make an argument with Matthew Stafford the way that he's looked, Brock Purdy last week. But Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the NFC right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to give him that kind of love. However, he always shows up, particularly in December. It's January where he nosedives. And so now the pressure is on him. Why is the pressure on him? Because Mike McCarthy lied to the American public. He sat up there and said that, you know what, we need more balance. Kellen Moore needs to get out of here. Get out of here so I can call plays and I can bring more balance to our offense. They throw the football more than they run the football still. And now they don't have much of a running game because Pollard hasn't been 100% healthy. Dak Prescott, you're leaning on him heavier and heavier. And if you're going to do that come playoff time, even though CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the crew can ball as well, that pressure on Dak, how will he respond?
Okay, do me a favor. I want to bring in someone who I think disagrees with you all. Do I have? There he is.
Say something false.
There he is, Ryan. Hey,
there he is.
Hey, RC. By the way, I was just scrolling Twitter and you popped up with a red fit. So fire.
Oh,
that might be that coat. The whole thing. Let's stay focused on the Cowboys. We'll get into that later. But that was next level.
Hold on.
Next level, my friend.
Hold on, Ryan. You ain't never heard me say that.
Yes.
Because I'm averse to the color red. I'm really not into it.
No, I'm going to show you it.
Excuse me. I saw it.
Oh, you saw it.
And I was trying to say to Ryan, bro, that coat was so fly. I actually thought about getting one.
I couldn't get over the boot.
I had to.
I couldn't get over the boot.
Hey, remember when we talk about the competition? Who's gonna be the best dressed?
Yeah.
I went like this. Let me be quiet.
RC, let me make this statement.
With a coat.
Let me make this statement because when they said that RC, I hurried up and dismissed it.
Yeah.
I said RC gonna be the best dressed on the network.
Yeah.
No.
Let's pause.
No.
Yeah, I did. You and
No.
Shannon was talking about it.
I'm saying I disagree. Know why I disagree? Because of consistency.
Oh, RC consistency.
No. RC fluctuates.
Hold up.
No, he don't.
Yes, he does.
No.
Yes, he does.
No.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
he does.
First of all, you saw it or you saw it?
Huh?
You saw it or you saw it?
Sorry.
You saw it?
Sorry.
Listen, let's just call it what it is. RC is the best dressed male at ESPN.
I'm not saying that.
And
I think in
I
TV.
mean this
I'm not saying
humbly.
I think in TV.
I'm not saying
Marcus,
that.
and who is the best dressed woman at ESPN?
I ain't saying nothing.
Really?
I would have known.
Wow.
I would have known.
Okay.
Nope. I don't know.
RC,
I don't know how y'all take.
When I see it, I'll let you
I
know.
don't know how y'all take
Okay.
that on this network.
That's
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll let the fans at
Holly,
home.
don't be putting me in that.
I'll get a QR code. I'll get a QR code popped up.
Guys.
Hey, go ahead, Ryan.
Go on with the Cowboys, Ryan. What about the Cowboys, Ryan?
Molly, you stay clean. You know, I already told you got
fresh.
that. And also, too, happy Founders Day to the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Now we can get to the regularly scheduled program.
Sure.
Also, forgive my background, y'all. I just dropped my son off in South Bend, Indiana. He's starting at Notre Dame. We drove 26 straight hours, but I still popped up to do this. When you think about...
That's love, brother. I
when
appreciate you, man.
I thought he was waiting for a doctor.
Yes, sir. When you think about when you think about Dak Prescott this year, right? And I know Stephen A. gave the stats on what they are in the playoffs. A lot of teams that aren't the Kansas City Chiefs or aren't the New England Patriots of old don't have the same winning percentage in the playoffs as they do the regular season because you're playing better teams. Like, that's just the nature of the beast when you get to the playoffs. But when you look at Dak Prescott this year, this is a 2019 sort of Dak Prescott, the 2021 sort of Dak Prescott from a play standpoint. But it's different when we're talking about the man. It's different when we're talking about the leader. It's different when we're talking about the guy that's shown up in every situation this year other than the San Francisco 49ers game. Since then, Dak has been flawless. Even if you take me back to Buffalo where they didn't play well, that wasn't because of Dak Prescott. We've now entered a realm, right? We've now entered the place where Dak Prescott is the reason the Dallas Cowboys win. Where you used to want to get the biggest person, you want to get the biggest person to get off the bus first. You don't do that no more in Dallas. You let Dak Prescott get off the bus first because he's the dude that's driving the bus. And this is the easiest.
Ryan, hold on, Ryan, because I got questions. I got questions, Ryan. I got questions for you. I'm not going to talk. I got questions for you. I'm trying to figure out. See, this is what bothers me. This is what bothers me, especially about people like Ryan, right? I understand. Listen, Swagger, don't make that face. I understand. What did I just say? Did I not just concede that Dak Prescott best quarterback in the NFC right now? Yep. I just conceded that. Absolutely, right? And it's impossible to root against him in all seriousness. I mean, I might troll Cowboy fans, but it's impossible to root against that man, Dak Prescott. It really is, because he's a really good guy. But I got to ask you this, Ryan Clark. Super Bowl champion Ryan Clark. It amazes me how you can sit up there and say what you just said, knowing what the playoff history is and the playoffs are coming. I understand I understand what you're seeing right now. But it's not the playoffs. I mean, damn. Will y'all make up y'all mind when y'all teaching me football, please? How many times, even you, Swagoo, how many times you come to me and go like this? Yeah, he's doing his thing right now. Not him, but just talking generically. You know, this person's doing their thing. All right, that's right. But this is regular season. Playoffs is a different animal. They got to show it to us, them. At least give us that.
Stephen A., people can change.
Right. Then call me when it changes. Can we see it first?
Stephen
That's
A.,
what I'm asking y'all.
But you got to have some. Go ahead, RC.
Go ahead, RC.
Bro, Stephen A., we could see it first if our job on this show wasn't to be prophetic sometimes.